Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live Q&A every Friday here on the FIBRO Fight series on Facebook, as well as Green Irene's THC YouTube channel. Yes, I am answering questions and live weekly on Fridays right here. That being said, for those of you who don't already know me, yes, I'm Green Irene. You've seen me in the different groups and workshops. And I can see a few of you are already arriving today. That's beautiful. Thank you, because I did invite you to help answer some of the questions that you're asking. What else did I want to tell you? Oh, okay. All of the links that I will be promoting today or sharing with you can be found in the comments after the production, or you will find them in the description of the in the description if you're on the YouTube channel. If you really like what I'm doing, please like, share, comment, subscribe. All of this supports my effort. In addition to that, if you really want to say thanks because I helped you help you or someone you love, please don't be shy. Treat me to a coffee. There's a link right there in the comments. You can actually buy me a coffee online. And all of those fun support. I mean, more often than not, I'm drinking the coffee. But you can treat me to a coffee or two if you'd like to. Okay, that said, I am using notes today. It's been a crazy busy week. And yes, I'm fighting fibro flares due to weather conditions. So it is possible to manage and control this dis-ease. It is not curable that I'm aware of, so never mind with the snake oil salesman. That said, thank you for tuning in and subscribing. I really did get some great questions this week. I selected a couple, again, that offer a well-rounded answer that kind of encompasses everything. So I'm really anxious to get to some of them. Before I do, one of the things I want to say, I did receive a message. There was no name. And you're saying that you have been struggling or battling fibromyalgia for 15 plus years, that you can't walk any distance anymore without feeling absolutely awful. You say that your hubby wants you to, you're thinking about getting a scooter, but your hubby wants you to start walking more so that you increase your strength and agility. But you find that makes you nauseous. It causes you dizziness. You have extreme sweating. And after the walk, huge fatigue. I get it. I understand. You're both right. Both you and hubby are right. I don't want to get into a marital spat, but your husband's absolutely right. These are your muscles, and you really do need to use them or lose them. Now, what you might be doing is getting in your own way by trying to do too much all at once. Perhaps a little short jaunt to the end of the driveway 3 times a day for a week or 2 weeks might be just enough to build up your stamina or coax those muscles into wanting to do a little bit more work. Something you can consider using is a cannabis-infused topical spray on the achy muscles. It will really tremendously help prevent the muscle fatigue and the achiness. You can then add a cream afterwards, which will, again, reduce the inflammation that is there. Okay, and that should help. Hello, Ginger, and thank you for tuning in. Yes, fight fibro, green and clean. Avoid all pharmaceuticals if you can. So one of the biggest questions that I got this week that I'm anxious to answer is from Lisa. She says, and I'm paraphrasing her question for brevity's sake. She says, let's see here. Okay. So I was having a good day. So I thought I'd do all the housework. And she goes on to list absolutely everything she did. Honestly, my friends, housework done right will kill you. Okay. So never mind trying to be perfect at everything you're doing. So let me get back. So she lists everything she did in the day, and she says, and now I'm suffering. I'm in pain. My back is breaking. My elbow's hurting. I overdid it. Yes. Doesn't this sound so typical of most chronic illness or dis-ease sufferers. You know, this is self-sabotaging at its finest. That being said, warrior ways like this program, like the blog posts I put out on fightfibro.ca, on the blog posts on greenirenes.ca or greenirene.ca, as well as the YouTube channel, all of these are designed to help you stop sabotaging yourself. Now, to answer your question specifically or precisely, yeah, you need a battle strategy, my friend. Go to fightfibro.ca, subscribe, and you can download a templated guide, battle strategy guide. This will really help give you a visual for reference purposes. When you're having a good day, the things that you can do that help you continue to have a good day and not take that away from you. In particular, you want to learn how to pace yourself. Pacing is absolutely essential for fibro fighters. We need to learn how to budget our energy, manage our spoons. The spoon theory was a great concept that was written by somebody. Google it. Google spoon theory, and the story will arrive. And honestly, it resonates with everyone I know that has read it. So budgeting your energy and your activity levels is absolutely essential. You can get done what you need to do if you just pace yourself. And that means not putting so much on your calendar that you can't, that you run out of energy and motivation and so on and so forth. Guys, I have forgot apparently to turn my phone off, and it's vibrating, so I'm going to turn it off. Excuse me. We are live here on the Fibro Fight series. Yes, live Q&A on Friday. So where was I? Lisa, yes. Okay, so I was saying to get done what you need to do, you really need to learn to pace yourself. That might take a couple of weeks of creating a battle strategy, referencing it every day, creating new habits in the brain so that you can stay sane, basically. There's, I told you about the spoon theory. Google the spoon theory. It'll come up, and it resonates with a lot of people. Now, all of that being said, on the days that you do overdo it, and let's face it, we all do. I've done it. You've done it. We've all done it. Thank you, Ginger, for the sharing. Yes, much appreciated. On the days that you do overdo it, don't feel guilt or shame about taking some time out for you. Treat yourself to a cannabis-infused personal spa treatment. I know I'm trying to make it sound all gooey, but the thing is take some time out for yourself. You have overdone it. You do have a body that is not at ease, and you don't get the chance to plug your batteries back in and recharge. You will wake up tomorrow with whatever amount of energy you wake up with. So if you haven't paced yourself, you have overdone it. Treat yourself to a nice cannabis-infused spa treatment. I suggest topicals. I really, really recommend a nice hot bath with cannabis-infused Epsom salts. Not only is the magnesium great for less restless legs and irritable muscles, but of course that's found in the Epsom salts, but also the cannabis oil that's infused into those Epsom salts will help alleviate any inflammation and reduce the tension and help you to de-stress. So absolutely, it'll provide great relief. I mean, you're not going to get high by any stretch of the imagination by doing topicals or soaking in a cannabis-infused bath. But it really does. It reduces the stress and the tension. It helps alleviate the muscle aches and pains. And although you're not likely to get any energy back, a nice meditation will help you feel very relaxed and make it easy to go to sleep that night. It's important to find a strategy that actually works for you. And again, signing up to the FIBRO.ca website will help you create a battle strategy. I have a book about this thick of battle strategies because, I'd write one and that worked for the day. And sometimes it worked for the week, and then things would change because this condition is a constantly evolving condition. And yes, sleeping is so good. Rest is, our bodies heal best when they are at rest. So I hope that answered your question, Lisa. I hope that gave you a little bit of tools or tips to help get you going in the right direction. Pacing, 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 my friend. Not that you can't do housework, but overdoing it out of guilt or shame might not be the best idea there. Okay, so Danielle, your question. Wondering if anyone else is extremely forgetful. I lost myself, but I am back. I hope I'm back. Okay, so Danielle, you're saying you a very obvious question, and you lost. You didn't have the answer to it. You find there's different times where you can't speak properly. You're trying to speak, and it doesn't come out. It comes out garbled. Absolutely, my friend. This is very, very common. It's called fibro fog. Slightly different than normal brain fog because everyone experiences brain fog at some point or time. A poor diet, a lack of sleep, overly stressed, chronically stressed, all of these things will cause brain fog. Fibro fighters struggle a little differently. We tend to wake up with a cloudy head. Now, here's a really great thing. On Friday coming, on the Thursday coming, there will be an article on the FIBRO.ca website specifically about fibro fog and different techniques we can use and start practicing that will help alleviate and reduce the number of flare-ups that we actually experience. So again, subscribe, FIBRO.ca. I know I keep saying that, but I'm not getting subscribers as much as I expected to. And I think that's because I keep putting all the info everywhere. So no one has to, right? But please subscribe because I'm not going to be posting all of this all the time forever, right? I will stick to my own sites and such. So about fibro fog. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All of the strategies that I propose to fight fibro fog, actually to fight anything, always focus on three things: neurolinguistic programming, hypnosis, and cannabis. I use those three tools primarily for everything that I am battling. And I recommend them to everyone. So our brains are like computer systems. And we have neuroplasticity, which means we can create new pathways. We can install old programs. So like a computer, we can install programs. Neurolinguistic programming is just that. It's how you talk to yourself, reaching specific anchoring, trenching. Let's dig a trench from this thought to this action and make that happen consistently. So it's designing a strategic program inside of your brain that will run automatically. And we install that program using hypnosis. So, for example, the very first time you got into a car to drive, your brain literally had to think through the steps of getting in the car, putting the key in the ignition, fastening your seatbelt, checking your mirrors, adjusting your seat, ensuring your everything was topped up, turning it on. And then it was the nervousness of your signal and just 101 different things that after you've been driving for a little while, you just hop in the car, throw your seatbelt on, turn the key, and away you go, right? Because everything's where you expect it to be. And you know right away if it's not, you can make that little adjustment. That's what neurolinguistic programming and hypnosis do for us. They help turn us into drivers of action for ourselves to achieve what we want. We all run strategies. It's I wake up in the morning, I go through this, I then do that, I then do this and that. We're running these strategies anyway, so why not design ones that are going to work for you? I can help you do that. Absolutely. I mean, you can do it on your own, most definitely. If you're having difficulties, don't hesitate to book a call with me. You can book a call through the FIBRO.ca website very easily. The link is at the top of the page. Okay. Okay, so what else? Where was I? I digress. I get lost. Self-hypnosis treatment. Absolutely. Okay, so yes, mental exercises, training your brain, developing that elasticity, that ability for the brain. Know how easy it was when you were a kid to learn so much so quickly all the time. And as we age, we don't have, it's because we're not continuing to exercise our brains. Exercise your mind. You can do this through meditative techniques. Meditating every day for 5 to 15 minutes will just introduce amazing new neural pathways that light them up, that you can install programming in and achieve the things you want to achieve. So meditation is great. Doing brain exercises, playing games like Sudoku or reading. Reading is tremendously beneficial to maintaining the neuroplasticity of the brain. Brain exercising, and the stronger your brain is, and the more you worked with your own brain, consciously worked with your own brain to install programs that you want to run, the more power and control you will have over it. That being said, fibro fog won't have near the same chance or opportunity that to interfere with your daily activities as it is currently having. Self-hypnosis treatments are really, really great once you get the hang of doing them. And practice makes perfect. Practice, the more you practice, the easier they become. Okay, so my own self-hypnosis, and when I'm working with some clients, depending on whether they're visual or auditory or kinesthetic type persons, I like to use the Ghostbusters theory. So I picture, what was his name? I never remember their names. I just remember the concepts. I think his name was Pat, and he carried this big tank, vacuum tank on his back. And when they go into a building and they suck out all the ghosts, and this big fog would go into the machine and it would stay in the machine. I do that in self-hypnosis visually. As I'm descending the stairs, I'm that Ghostbuster and I'm looking for the fog and I suck it all up. And then I spend a few minutes in a very tranquil meditative state where I allow my thoughts to empty and new productive thoughts to step into place. And I carry those upstairs with me, leaving the backpack downstairs that's full of fog. Okay. It's just a metaphor. That's all that it is, but it really helps. And so if you're creating your own self-hypnosis technique, maybe think about that a little bit before you use that idea. If you want if you want help, guided help, don't hesitate to book a call with me, again, at the FIBRO.ca website. Okay, so there's more. I just shared that. What else? Oh, some other, getting into healthy habits will also really seriously help fight fibro fog flare-ups. Healthy habits include a nutritionally balanced diet. Adding cannabis, raw cannabis to your diet will ensure that you get all the essential nutrients and vitamins, the fatty acids, the omega-3s, the absolutely everything that your body requires. And of course, we've all heard about how important these omega fats are for brain health. So seriously, start getting raw cannabis into your diet every day. When and if you can't, be sure to supplement with things like, fish, salmon, great. And look it up online. You want a brain healthy diet. The healthier your diet, the healthier your brain and body, the stronger you are as a warrior. Okay. what else can I tell you? You know what? I add my raw cannabis to a smoothie every day, a handful or two. When I don't have cannabis leaf or stalk, I will use hemp seeds. They're very expensive, but you can get them at the bulk barn. You can get them at the grocery store. Okay, so hemp seeds. When you can't get raw cannabis. When you can get raw cannabis, load up on it, freezer pack it, use it just like spinach. Use it like spinach or lettuce or many of those things. So besides diet, of course, regular exercise and activity is absolutely essential for a whole lot of reasons. It gets it gets our muscles moving. It defocuses our brain from the cluster of chaos. In addition to that, and of just as much great importance, when we're exercising and physically engaged in an activity, we are intaking more oxygen, which means we're feeding our brain significantly more oxygen, and our brain needs oxygen to think clearly, right? Okay, so it kind of stands to reason. Exercise as much as you can, be physically engaged in different activities. Sitting like a lump in the corner of the couch staring at Netflix or thumbing through social media really isn't going to train your brain in a healthy way by any stretch of the imagination. Now, okay, so to add a little bit more to that concept, you want to be able to think clearly. Cannabis, of course, will help relax your body and mind, and it will help condition your muscles after a good workout, but it doesn't help with fibro fog. I have yet to find a strain of cannabis that is actually effective at reducing fibro fog. So I want you to keep in mind, one of the things when we're inhaling or ingesting cannabis is that it does afford our brain a little bit of freedom of thought in that it is not as constricted or limited. Fibro fog, our thoughts aren't cohesive, so we're just kind of adding to the flavor. That being said, if you can't get yourself out of a bit brain fog, you're already in one anyway, have a puff and do a medicated meditation or yoga meditation. That way you're getting your exercise in, you're getting your medicine in, and you're freeing up, clearing your mind, offering an opportunity for you to be able to imagine and remember what clarity felt like after the Ghostbusters went through removing and reducing all of that fibro fog. I don't want to discourage you from consuming cannabis by any stretch of the imagination. I have recently stumbled across a great strain that I think is going to be the medical marvel of marijuana for fibro fighters. It's called Purple Project. Purple Project is a cross hybrid between ChemDog and Granddaddy Purple. It has, I've been using it now or consuming it now for about a week and a half. My fibro flares have been reduced probably by about 25%. My appetite has been activated, which is wonderful because that's very difficult for me in the warmer months. So I actually am hungry. I'm not munchies, I'm hungry. So Purple Project, excellent strain. Another strain, and of course either of its parents are good strains as well. Using and another one that I tried that I really liked for daytime was White Banner. That's a cross between White Rhino and Bruce Banner. Really nice. I truly love the Purple Project though, mostly just because it's well-rounded. It suits a number of different challenges, and it helps me to quiet my mind. It helps alleviate some of the tension and the stress and the chaos or cluster of chaos and thoughts that race through my brain. Again, check out the blog post on next Thursday on the fightfibro.ca website because it's going to talk about all the whys and hows and what exactly is happening in the brain of a fibro fighter during a fog flare-up. Alrighty. Okay. So hopefully all of that info helps you remember to like, share, comment on today's video. Again, if you want to buy me a coffee, you can. The link is in the thing. Before I wrap up today's episode, I'm gonna do a quick scan for questions and such. Don't be shy. Now is the time to ask a question live. I will do my best to answer it. I'm going to take a moment to breathe here. And thank you, Ginger. Ginger, you are such a wonderful support. Really much appreciated. Thank you so kindly. Okay, let's just see. Oh, I didn't go over to that one. You know, it's a little bit challenging running these boards some days. And again, if you're fighting with fibro fog, it's really a challenge. But we get through, right? Okay, do I have any other questions? What is white banner? Yes, okay, so white banner is white rhino crossed with Bruce Banner. Two amazingly fantastic strains. If you can tolerate the terpenes from any of the whites, I myself, they tickled my throat. I can always tell when something's been crossed with a white strain simply because it tickles my throat. But this is a really nice cross in that I don't get the irritation like I was getting. Okay, so white banner, it's a cross between white rhino and Bruce Banner. The other one I keep mentioning is Purple Project. I will be doing a strain a day review on Purple Project on the greenirene.ca website. And if you want to check out any of the other strains that one of my bucket list goals this year is to try a new strain a day. So 365 strains this year. I don't know how many I'm up to now. I think I've only posted maybe 30 or 40 reviews, but I've tried a multitude of different strains. That said, I want to thank everyone for tuning in again today. Please remember to share, comment, let people know. Tune back in next Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let your friends know. Let the ones that are fighting fibro tune in. Ask me some questions. You can send them to me at any point in time via the website or via chat. And I will hold on to them. I may not answer you then, but I will be addressing many of those questions here on the live Q&A Fibro Fight series. Okay, I will be back next week, and you will find Monday, there will be a blog post on greenirene.ca. Tuesday, there will be a webcast going out live via Green Irene's THC group page, as well as the Fibro Fight series Facebook page and YouTube. On Wednesday, I'm back on Green Irene's THC group with a What's New Toka 2. And Thursday, of course, check out the Fibro Fog article. I think you'll find some great tools, techniques, and information. On that note, thanks everybody for tuning in. Cheers. Have yourself a great, fabulous, happy, healthy, strong weekend. Remember to pace yourself and enjoy all that there is to enjoy. Ciao for now.